Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. I welcome you all for the 860th meeting of the Chennai Toastmaster Club. The mission of Chennai Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater personal growth and self-confidence. Before moving into meeting, I would like to brief certain rules to be followed. Please make sure that you are sitting in a silent atmosphere for a better meeting experience. Kindly make sure that your mobile phones are in a silent mode. And while talking a prepared speech or a table topic, make sure that you are not using the three topics, which is politics, sex, and religion. Today, we are going to have the installation ceremony of the upcoming XCOM. With this, I would like to hand over the proceeding to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Lakshminarayana. Toastmaster Lakshminarayana is a current president and is an electrical engineer by qualification and software engineer by profession. With this, I am handing over the stage to Toastmaster Lakshminarayana.
Thank you, Sergeant Thomas, Toastmaster Palani, for your warm introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Today, it's a very unique day because in few hours after this meeting, we will ceremonially say goodbye to year 2022 and also say hello to our new year 2023 at the stroke of midnight. Because it gives us the opportunity to reflect on the past year with all the highs and lows, but you also get ready to party our way into the new year so that we start the new day, new year, with new beginnings full of positivity and happiness. With that note, I would like to declare open the meeting number 860 of our Chennai Toastmasters. I would like to recognize the presence of our charter member of Chennai Toastmasters Club, the past district mentor pool chair, and the current district parliamentarian of District 120, our distinguished Toastmaster Nina Charan. Thanks for joining, ma'am. I would also like to recognize the presence of our past VPM, the past VP, the past president, and our current area director of Area 7, Toastmaster Abhilash. Welcome, Toastmaster Abhilash. I'll also take a time to introduce our guest Toastmasters, Toastmaster Vaishnavi from Dynamic Leaders Forum Toastmaster Club. Thanks for joining Toastmaster Vaishnavi and taking up a role. And also Toastmaster Jenny from Hexaway Toastmasters Club for joining us and being an evaluator for one of the speakers we have. Thank you so much for joining. And do we have a guest? Yeah, we have one guest. Let me ask him to introduce ourselves. Then himself, guest Naveen Kumar. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Naveen Kumar Agarwal. I'm into my dad's business. I have actually completed my BCom from Loyola College. I'm born and raised in Chennai only, and I have done my schooling from Bhavan Rajaji Vidyashram. And here I'm joining as a guest in Toastmasters to just develop my public speaking skills and just have an exposure in public speaking to gain that confidence. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for joining our meeting. Thank you so much. We'll get back to you by the end of the meeting one more time.
Yeah. Thank you.
And before starting the meeting today, we have a very, very important event. As we all know, the current XCOM term ends by today, the 31st December 2022. And it's time to welcome our new XCOM for January 2023 to June 2023. So we'll be having an XCOM installation ceremony for this term of Jan 2023 to June 2023. To do so, let me welcome our area director of Area 7, Toastmaster Abhilash, to take over the stage. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Before I start, let me commend you on a job well done. You and your entire team have done a stupendous job these past 6 months, and I'm sure you'll continue to remain as a guiding support to the incoming team. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, this is a very important ceremony that happens every 6 months, indicating a new set of leaders taking charge at our club. It is now my duty and my honor to install the next set of leaders of Chennai Toastmasters Club. The current leaders are making way for a new set of leaders, and it is now time for a change in guard in the club. Will the outgoing officers please be on screen as I call out your names? Starting with the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Palanichami, Treasurer, Toastmaster Karthik, Secretary, Toastmaster Satish, the Vice President of Public Relations, Toastmaster Shruti, Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Sharat, Vice President Education, Toastmaster Naveen, and the President, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. On behalf of Toastmasters International and District 120, I thank all of you for your accomplishments. You will be discharged from all further duties and responsibilities as officers of Chennai Toastmasters Club with the end of today, 31st December. New officers, when I call each of you, please switch on your screen and stay ready. It is now time for us to install the new officers of Chennai Toastmasters Club and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club, our club, strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to listen with sensitivity, think creatively, and speak in an effective manner. As I briefly describe the roles and responsibilities of each officer, I shall ask you to hold this virtual gavel as, okay, is the gavel visible? Or can someone confirm?
No, we can read only gavel.jpg.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, visible.
Yes.
Thank you. So I will ask you to hold this virtual gavel as a symbol of leadership. Let us start off. The Treasurer, Toastmaster Karthik Atiban, are you available?
Yes, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you. Toastmaster Karthik, the duties of the Treasurer are to collect dues from members, send the dues and membership renewal reports to Toastmasters International, and pay the club's expenses. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Let me now have our incoming secretary, Toastmaster Akash. Toastmaster Akash, are you available?
Yes, sir, I'm available.
Thank you, Akash. The duties of the secretary are to keep an accurate record of the members, submit the officer list to Toastmasters International after an election, keep the club charter, constitution, bylaws, and the minutes of every meeting. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank you. Now, let me have the Vice President of Public Relations, Toastmaster Shruti. Toastmaster Shruti, are you available with us?
Yes.
Thank you. As Vice President Public Relations, you are to promote the club to the local media, spread the word about possible membership programs, and attend Toastmaster events. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Now call upon our Vice President member, incoming Vice President membership, Toastmaster Palanichami. Toastmaster Palanichami, are you available with us?
Yes, I'm available.
Thank you. As Vice President membership, your duty is to conduct ongoing membership building programs, explain the educational program to prospective members, and ask them to join, as well as follow up on new members and absent members. As Vice President membership, you are the third highest ranking officer of the club, and you shall preside when the President and Vice President education are not available. You shall also represent your club at the area council meetings. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Now, the next Vice President Education. So I shall be assuming charge as Vice President Education of our club for Jan to June 2023. My duties shall be to plan successful meetings to help members achieve their educational goals, orient new members to the Toastmasters educational program when they join, and monitor members' progress. I shall perform these duties to the best of my ability. And now, let me move on to the President. Toastmaster Naveen Raj, are you available?
Yes.
Thank you. Toastmaster Naveen Raj, having been elected the President of Chennai Toastmasters Club, you are its Chief Executive Officer for the term January to June 2023, and you will be expected to preside at all club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of the club and its executive committee. It's your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It's also your challenge to see that the club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to meet their goals. As president, Toastmaster Naveen, you shall represent the club in the area, division, and district council. Please accept this gavel as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to office. The gavel is a symbol of the power and authority given to you by the members of our club. I expect that you shall use it wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team as well as their leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Will you work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone will be proud? Will you, as president, accept this challenge to make Chennai Toastmasters Club the best club that it possibly could be and help it achieve the president's distinguished status?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. It is now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed into their offices to which they have been elected with effect from 1st January 2023. Congratulations, incoming Executive Committee officers. I now request all the members of our club to please pay attention. The growth and development of the Toastmasters program in our club depends largely on the actions of all our members. On your honor, as men and women of Toastmasters, will you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, work with it, work with the executive committee throughout the upcoming 6 months?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. It is now once again my pleasure to declare all these officers installed into their respective offices. Let us move over to the president, incoming president, Toastmaster Naveen Raj, for a few words.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to work as such an role on behalf of Chennai Toastmasters Club. And your support and advice have helped me to reach where I am today. And I promise to honor your belief in me by giving the absolute 100% and do my great work on behalf of Chennai Toastmasters Club. And thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Congratulations to you and the entire team. And now handing over control back to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash, and congratulations to the new XCOM team, right from Naveen as a president, because just before moving on to the next part of the meeting, I just want to thank each and everyone from the current XCOM who helped me perform my duties to the best possibility for the 6 months from July to December. And specifically, I want to thank Naveen. Okay, I don't know, I'm not trying to leave out anyone. Palisamy, Veet Palisamy, Karthik, Shruti, Satish, and Sarath is not using here. All did a good job, but Naveen was a great support for this. So that's what gives me confidence that the next XCOM is going to do an excellent job. Naveen, please keep up the good work. You did a great job. Definitely, I'll be there to support. I'll try to attend all the meetings and be part of this CTM fraternity for a long time. And thanks to Abhilash for pitching in whenever we needed help. So I don't want to, again, please you all, but you did a great job helping us many times whenever need support. And thanks to all the current XCOM members who have been there, and my congratulations and best wishes for the new XCOM. Let's rock it one more time. Thank you. And now it's time to start the meeting officially. So today we have, before the meeting today, we have a Toastmaster of the day, our distinguished Toastmaster Ninaja ma'am, the charter member of the Chennai Toastmasters Club, who will be the MC for this meeting. And she has an interesting theme today, like looking back and looking forward. Probably maybe we are at the last day of the of this year, so she's going to give us some more inspiring stories and inspiring speech on what we have to look back and what we have to look forward. So I'm handing over the control to our Toastmaster, the distinguished Toastmaster Nina Jan, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan, President of CTM, outgoing President of CTM. Congratulations on a wonderful job done, and a warm welcome to Toastmaster Naveen as the incoming President. And the entire installation kind of exemplifies our theme, or the theme exemplifies what we just did, looking back, looking forward. What have we done in the last 6 months, 1 year, and what are we planning for the next 6 months or 1 year? Basically, that's what Toastmasters and individuals all over the world do. It's New Year. It's time to have new resolutions. It's time to make have great ideas of what we're going to do for the future. And let me ask you the one question that I'm sure everyone can answer. What is the #1 resolution that people make for New Year?
Fitness.
I will become fit.
Fitness.
I will become fit.
Fitness.
Fitness, Shruti?
Being healthy.
Healthy. One more?
Business.
Okay.
Earning more.
Earning more.
Trying to be a better person.
Trying to be a better person. #1 resolution. Yes, Madam
Maragatham.
Margatham.
Yes, I'm very new to this Toastmaster Club. Actually, I'm from Mayiladuthurai. My daughter is studying in Chennai, so I find it Google. Then I find the number of the Toastmaster.
Okay.
Then actually I was in Saudi Arabia. Then in the Saudi Arabia, I finished my Toastmaster 10 papers. Then I got Toastmaster batch also. So after a long gap, means it means around 6-7 years. After that, suddenly I want to join in Toastmaster.
Most welcome, ma'am. Most welcome. So happy to have you here. So I think that is your resolution for the next year. How to improve your communication skills. So
yes, I want to improve my communication skills.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
so, thank you everyone for your answers. And I think the #1 resolution that everyone has is to lose weight. So most people join a gym or do various things, and gym subscriptions are the highest in January. And by February, the gyms are empty. So Looking back, looking forward, what are we doing to have resolutions that stay and resolutions that go forward? So in Toastmasters, we have different resolutions, and I hope everyone makes this resolution for our Toastmaster year, which is to do your projects. Most important, do your own projects, get onto your pathways, may be a better Toastmaster, and believe me, once you're a better Toastmaster, you're a better all-round personality. So today we're going straight into the meeting, and we would like, we have 3 different sections for the meeting, that is prepared speeches, impromptu speeches, and evaluations. Prepared speeches are based on project manuals that you get as soon as you join Toastmasters. We have an educational program called Pathways. So you will be guided along that by members of your club, specifically mentors that will help you to do that. We also have a second section, which is impromptu speaking, because life is always throwing googlies at you. You never know what prepared speeches you have all ready for an occasion. And somebody throws a googly and you don't know how to answer. So impromptu or prepared speech, table topics are the way to go for that. And all of us join to find out how we can individually improve. So what do? We have individual evaluations. So that is the broad outline of a Toastmaster meeting anywhere in the world across 142 countries. The second part of our Toastmasters meeting is the fact that we have different role players, and I am what is called the Toastmaster of the day, more commonly referred to as MC in other places. We also have somebody called a general evaluator. This general evaluator's function is to keep track of what is happening in the meeting, see what can be improved, give suggestions for improvement, and monitor the quality of the meeting. For our GE today, we have a new Toastmaster from, new to us, a new Toastmaster from Dynamic Toastmasters, Madam Toastmaster Vaishnavi, who is doing her master's in democracy and competitive politics, which sounds so interesting. My subject for BA was also political science. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about when we meet. And Madam Vaishnavi is going to tell us about the rest of the people that we have as our team members. So over to you, Madam Toastmaster Vaishnavi, to explain your role and introduce your team. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the incoming and outgoing ExCom members. And as a general evaluator today, my role is to evaluate the entire proceeding of the meeting. And I'm not alone. I do have support of tag team members. So without any further delay, let me welcome the timer of the day, who is working as a quality engineer in Ravel High-Tech's Private Limited. He held the positions of Sergeant at Arms, Secretary, Treasurer, and HOF team member, and also the Vice President Education and the current President of Chennai Toastmasters Club. He loves to read books and play shuttle. Please welcome Toastmaster Naveen Raj. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Vaishnavi, for the warm introduction. And fellow Toastmasters, friends, and guests. As a timer, my role is to remind all speakers how much time they spend on their speech, so that we will run this meeting on time. So for example, if your speech is 5 to 7 minutes, then I will show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, red card at 7th minute. And for the table topics, I will show the green card at minimum time of 1 minute, and yellow card at intermediate time of 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. And you can wrap up your speech within 2 minutes 30 seconds. And for the evaluations, I will show green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, red card at 3 minutes. And I will submit my report when called upon by the General Evaluator. And I am handing the stage to General Evaluator Toastmaster Vaishnavi. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Timer. Now let's welcome our counter of the day to brief their role. He works as a software engineer in applied materials. He held the position of Vice President Public Relation, Vice President Membership, Vice President Education, and also the President. He loves to go on long drives and to go on trekking. Let's join your hands and welcome Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, General Level Toastmaster Vaishnavi. Good evening, Toastmasters, guests, and again, my dear friends. The purpose of the encounter is to note words and sounds that are used as fillers and crush by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and there. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word, say I, you know, kind of words. So I will submit the report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the General Level Elevator. Over to you, General Level Elevator Toastmaster Vaishnavi.
Thank you. Now let's welcome the grammarian of the day, who has been in Toastmasters for 3 years, who loves to play badminton, who loves to travel, and also to experiment and explore new stuff. On a side note, he has got a secret passion for cooking and gardening. He held the positions of Vice President Membership, Vice President Education, and also the President, and also the current Area Director of C1. Please welcome Toastmaster Abhilash. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator, for those warm words. A very warm good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm going to be your proverbial English teacher for today. As your grammarian, my duties are twofold. First, I will be listening to good usages of English language, such as good quotes, idioms, phrases, and whatsoever and whatnot, and I'll be reporting on that towards the end of the meeting. It is also my duty to keep note of incorrect usages of the English language, and that shall be reported as well. Now, my second duty is a very unique duty, I would say, and that is to introduce to you all the word of the day. In line with our theme, the word of the day is renewal. Renewal means the act or process of doing something new. For example, a few examples for the word renewal would include: the government grant is due for renewal tomorrow. One other time, spring season is a time of mental renewal. I encourage all of you to please use the word of the day in your speeches and talks. And I'll be back with my report towards the end of the meeting. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. Additionally, as part of evaluation team, we do have speech evaluators who evaluate the prepared speeches. For today, there is only one speech evaluator. And towards the end of the meeting, there will be a feedback session again provided by the entire evaluation team. Now let me hand this session back to the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Nina John, over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster Vaishnavi, and thank you to your team for introducing themselves so crisply and clearly and explaining what their duties are. So, Toastmaster Abhilash mentioned spring. Did you know that the New Year was, as we know it now, was celebrated 2,000 years ago in Mesopotamia with the beginning of spring. March 21st, the equinox, when the day is divided equally between night at 12 hours. That is when they celebrated New Year's Day. Even now, all over Chennai, all over Tamil Nadu, we have the Puthonda celebrated in April, which is part of the entire thing. So throughout this meeting, I'll try and give you a little bit of trivia about New Year and what's happening. For our first prepared speech, we have our speaker, Madam Toastmaster Shruti, who's been a very conscientious secretary for us, delivering the minutes on time, every time. And we look forward to her tenure as Public Relations Officer. She is going to talk today present her speech. But before I do that, may I request her evaluator, Madam Toastmaster Jemi Romani, to deliver the project objectives. Madam Toastmaster Jemi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So today we have a target speaker, Toastmaster Shruti, who would be presenting her pathway on presentation mastery. She is delivering her speech, which is level 2, project 1. And her speech timing is from 5 to 7 minutes. So timer, please make the note. And today's speech title is very interesting, I would say. And it is, it's how you say it. So the purpose of this speech is for the member or for the speaker to learn about the different communication styles and identifying her primary style, and also to share the impact on how the style has been on others. So wishing you all the best, Toastmaster Shruti. Thank you so much. Back to Toastmaster of the Day.
So we have our first speaker for the last meeting of this year, Madam Toastmaster Shruti, who's going to tell us all about it's how you say it. Madam Toastmaster Shruti, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, GTM Meena ma'am, and for the very warm introduction, and also for the evaluator today. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. I wish you all advance Happy New Year. Recently, I was at my friend's gathering the other day, and after a while, they got into a disagreement. And during the argument, one of them said, "Oh, it's just the way I am. People have to get used to it." But the other person responded, "It's not what you say, but it's how you convey matters the most." So that's when it struck me. Our past experiences in our lives from very young age influence the kind of person we are today. Communication style is not exclusively determined by personality. It is also affected by the choices we have learned to make by watching others, parental influence, and variety of life experiences. Communication style is a choice. For example, we choose words, how loudly we speak, timing of the conversations, and the strategies we use to influence others. These choices can tell us whether a person is hearing our point or is distracted by our behavior. When we make the wrong communication choices, people have two thoughts. 1, why is this person acting this way? 2, why is this person treating me this way? If our improper communication style becomes the listener's focus, the point we are trying to make is ignored. So learning to recognize and understand your default communication style is the key in developing effective communication skills. There are 4 types of communication skills, mainly. First is passive communicators. I refer these people as the people pleasers. A passive communication style is focused on needs of others rather than the needs of the person communicating. A passive communicator often submits to others' desires rather than expressing their own thoughts and their feelings. You might recognize these people as someone who struggles to disagree or share their opinion or does what others want without questioning to avoid confrontation. The second type of people are aggressive communicators. I call them the strong-headed ones. An aggressive communication style is focused on the needs of the person communicating. People having this style usually feel like they need to have, their needs are far more important than others. They think high of themselves sometimes. They often come across as loud, bossy, and authoritative. These kind of communicators seems to be close-minded. They aren't effective listeners, interrupts, or speaks over others. The third type of communicators are passive-aggressive communicators. I refer to them as two-faced ones. This communication style involves being passive over the surface, but actually acting out in their anger indirectly. These communicators have difficulty acknowledging and expressing their feelings, which leads them to feeling stuck and resentful. These type of people try to present the best picture, but they are doing the opposite in the back. This will make it harder for the other parties to notice what's going on. They are not reliable. They're not the go-to person, and also they're not more empathetic. That brings to the most important, that is the assertive communicator. These are the empathetic ones. This communication style is widely accepted as the most effective communication style, as it focuses on the needs of both parties. Assertive communicators value themselves, their time, their needs, as well as those of the others. The motivation behind these communicators is to express their desires while also respecting the needs and desires of others. They come across as polite, level-headed person. They may become the go-to person too sometimes. Many times people say the right things, they give the right advice, but still others find them weird. You may say everything perfectly, but the way you say sounds arrogant, then everything goes to train. The way we communicate has a huge impact on how well we are able to form and maintain relationships. I found this project hard because I was not sure about my communication style. I recognize myself as a passive communicator, but I want to renew myself as an assertive communicator. To conclude, this project is about understanding and identifying your communication style. In my opinion, communicating is a skill that needs to grow with you as you grow as a person. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster Shruti. That was a brilliant exposition on communication, how you say it, and basically that's what we're all here in Toastmasters for, to learn how to say it. So when we say it, does it sound good? Does it sound bad? Does it sound pompous? Does it sound silly? What does it sound like? That's what we learn in Toastmasters. We listen to different people, we listen to different styles, and we learn to understand what we can do. So when we're doing all the self-analysis, we also realize that's another reason for us not necessarily to look forward and backward, but perhaps to look inward and outward. So another bit of trivia. Question to, I think, everyone. We have the month January when we start the new year. Do you know which Roman god, from which Roman god do we derive the word January? Anyone? Google, come on, fast.
Janus?
Yes. Full marks, 5-star to you next time. Right, so the Roman god Janus is also what we call two-faced in a nice sense, in the sense, this is the god of doorways, of passages, of windows, because you're looking outward and you're looking inward. So from this Roman god Janus, we get the word January, which is what we follow. This is what we call the Gregorian calendar, which was, settled by, called Pope Gregory from Rome in the year 1582. And this is the calendar we follow all over the Western world. So what you will find is that we follow this calendar across the world, but each one of us has individually, this is based on a solar system. So whereas a lot of countries like China, Tibet, Nepal, all of these, the new year is based on a lunar calendar. So that is why it will keep changing every year. So that's the way we follow dates across the world. Each country has different traditions, and each region has their own regional variations of those. With that, we move on to our most interesting section, which is called Table Topics. Table Topics is the Toastmaster's secret weapon. This is what you can need when your boss asks you embarrassing questions, when your teacher asks you the wrong question, when your girlfriend or boyfriend asks you the wrong question. You should be able to select the keywords and give the right answer in the right context. So, hoping you will never get stuck again for a quick answer, let's move on to Table Topics. Our Table Topics master for today is Toastmaster Palaniswamy, who is a leather technologist, has joined Toastmasters comparatively recently, but has just plunged into the world of Toastmasters and is so happy to spread the word. He's not just a leather technologist, he's a Toastmaster evangelist. And I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Paldiswamy for a very interesting session on table topics. Over to you, Toastmaster Paldiswamy.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Nina Janma. Table topic, this where not just members, even guests can participate. This is an opportunity to give an impromptu speech. So I'll be giving a topic. Members can take the topic and they need to give a speech for 1 to 2 minutes. After 1 minute, the timer will show the green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow card. And after 2 minutes, timer will show the red card. You can take maximum 30 seconds more after showing the red card to complete your speech. So while in the beginning, I thought when ma'am started with the resolution, oh my God, all my topics are gone because it is all about resolutions. So fortunately, it was a simple topic. Ma'am stopped. So I'm starting with the first question. So let me take few seconds, please. Again, New Year resolution. What do you think about New Year resolutions? Anyone can take this topic. I given the topic, New Year resolutions. What do you think? Shrikant Kutikrishnan, Toastmaster Shrikant Kutikrishnan, can you take this topic?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Good afternoon once again to all of you. Well, it's not that I'm trying to be cynical about it, but the statistics says that 90% of all the people who have a New Year resolution give up at the end of the second month. That means it stays with them for the next 60 days, after which it is given up. And a point in that direction is physical fitness. If you would see all across the world, the membership or the joining people in any gym will be the highest in the first month of any calendar year. So most of the gym and most of these physical centers, they would be promoting an annual membership and saying to you that the last 2 months would be free, which means you will get 14 months, knowing that most of them would drop out after 60 days. The point that I would like to say is, every single waking day in your life is a new beginning and it is a new day. Put together, it becomes a new year. So we should treat every single day that has been given to us as a new year, as a new day, and see what best we can do by improving and impacting and changing other people's life. I truly believe true happiness lies in making an impactful influence on other people's life and see how well they could be successful in their life. Ultimately, when they become successful, we are also more successful beyond comparison. So to me, every day is a new beginning and a new year. And I look forward and I thank the Creator for having faith in me, for giving me one more day, which means I have convinced Him that I am worthy for one more day. So let's start every day as a new year and go out into the world to give more than what we take. And probably this is the resolution I follow every single day of my life. So new beginning begins with every single day. And together that 365 days, if you would call, make it a year. And every day has been a new year and a new day for all of us and for me in particular. Thank you very much. And back to the TT Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shrikant Kutikrishnan. While attempting this topic, you also made me one question less. My next topic, again, from the answer which Toastmaster Shrikant Kutikrishnan given. Why many people gave up the New Year resolutions? Why many people give up New Year resolutions? Toastmaster Renuka Parameshwari, can you take this topic?
Good evening to all the Toastmasters and the guests present. A very happy New Year to all. And to go into the New Year resolution, that is, we must know what we are in really need of, and we have to refine ourselves, and we must go for the next level of our life, and we must make the betterment of our life. So we must know what really we are in need of, and then we have to fix the resolution so we can go in a right path. Before going to the resolution, it is, according to me, it is must to express the deepest gratitude to one and all whom we came across in the past years, and in specific the present year, which is going to end today, so that the continuation of the gratitude continues as resolution of beginning of something new. So every end has a new beginning, certainly. So this end will begin with new hopes and new strengths. So we have to know what we are in really need of, what is our passion is, so that we can determine what is the resolution that we are going to go with. So hope this is what I believe about resolution. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Panisam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Renuka Parameshwari. Next, I would like to ask the guest Naveen Kumar. Would you like to take a topic? Guest Naveen Kumar, would you like to take a topic?
So topic, as if you have given two topics in that, or I should choose one?
No, I will be giving a different topic. Do you like football?
No, sir.
Okay. So again,
I may speak on the second topic which you have told, if you're okay. Or
no, I will ask a different question.
Okay.
I will give you two topics. You can choose any one.
Yes.
I took resolution. I became success. I made it happen. Or you can choose another topic. I took a resolution, but I did not fulfill it. You can share any one experience.
Yes. Yeah, I had taken one resolution a few years back. Not resolution, but I thought, because I was doing my CA. So during that articleship journey, I was traveling a lot. So because of that traveling, I gained a lot of weight. So after that, what happened was my articleship got over, and I was about 85 to 90 kgs. So then from my inside, I thought I have to reduce this weight. So I took a resolution that in a month's time, I have to reduce it. Then I joined my yoga classes. So I joined Hatha yoga classes, and then I gave up that work, what is required to do this. I was quite determined that I have to reduce my weight, and also I wanted to learn yoga. So in both ways, that was a plus point for me. So in a month, I reduced my weight to 25 kgs. So that was the resolution I had taken a few years back, and then I had done that. So I would just like to say, whatever resolution you take, you have to put in that work, and that determination is required. So that is what I have to tell.
Thank you, guest Naveen, for a wonderful attempt.
Yes.
Next topic, Toastmaster Anirudh, would you like to take?
Yes, sir. I'll take it up.
Toastmaster Anirudh, you can also share a success based on your resolution or your advice based on a failure.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. Whenever this happens, I think this happens for everyone. Every time at the start of a year, the start of the month, or the start of a week, we always say from today onwards, we're going to do this particular action properly. We're going to take this particular task and get really sincere in it. we don't get success always. And the scientific study says that like we tend to do things more when we get addicted to it. Correct? And so what I would say is, if you want to achieve success, try to get addicted to the resolution that you want to take. Like suppose recently I started going to the gym just 1 month back. And initially I really found it really difficult to go on with it. But then what I did to, make it a habit was, I tried to make myself, really enthusiastic about it. Really think about what benefits I would get after going to the gym. Like my appearance would look good. I'd get more fit and all. So that is my advice, to achieve success for any resolution you're taking. Try to get addicted to it. And for failure, I just want to say that always you need not achieve whatever you're actually trying to, go ahead with it. Try your best and, try to set a resolution which can be actually is achievable and not something which cannot be done within a given time. Thank you, Toastmaster Panishami, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh. The World Cup just over. I would like to ask a question based on World Cup football. Maybe football, probably Toastmaster Abhilash might interest to answer this. I enjoyed this World Cup because this is the topic. I enjoy this World Cup because anyone can take this topic.
Sorry, I think my internet connection went a little haywire.
Yes, now fine.
Now it's fine.
Yeah, the topic is I enjoy this World Cup because this is the topic.
A very warm good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Life is unpredictable. And that is perhaps what this particular World Cup has taught me the most. How many of us remember the current world champions? Argentina, right? All of us would have definitely seen that final. But how many of us remember an event that occurred a little over 2 weeks back? Argentina lost their first match to Saudi Arabia, who were relatively greenhorns in World Cup football. That was a shock defeat, and many had written off Argentina after that shock defeat. But as champions do, it is not falling that matters. It is how you get up that really mattered the most. And there, Argentina proved their mettle by showcasing their championship and their heart. The final, what a seesaw match. All of us would have thought that Argentina would have an easy walk in the park, right? But again, it turned out they were tested to the best of their abilities. But let me tell you, that is when the heart of a champion comes out. When you're tested to your ability, when you're tested to the limit of your abilities, that is when a hero emerges. And that is how Argentina came out. And in what many people today describe as the greatest World Cup football final, Argentina put their stamp on it and emerged as world champions. Was this an easy victory? No. Was it a run in the park? No. They were made to fight hard for each and every point, and hence even sweeter was the victory. And to me, if there is a learning that all of us can take from it, it is that hard work and that determination never fail. You will be tried, you will be tested, but in the end, all glory shall await you. No one will speak of the hardships you faced, but people will only look at the glory that is yours. But in the bottom, ensure that you put in the required hard work and determination. And that is the most important step to succeed. What do you say, Table Topic Master?
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash. I agree with you. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, would you like to take the next topic?
Yes, Toastmaster Palnichami.
Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. The topic for you: forget the past, look forward the future. Forget the past, look forward the future.
Thank you, TT Master Palniswamy. Forget the past, look forward the future. It's a good quote, but I would say that we need to remember the past as well, because a lot of lessons we have learned in the past. We cannot just like that forget the past. Whatever lessons learned, they are the stepping stones to the success. Those failures, those are the stepping stones to the success. So we should always remember the past. We should not just go forward and fail without applying those learnings. Hence, looking backward and looking forward, both are very important, as it is rightly taken as the theme of our Toastmasters meeting today. Hence, let us think about past as well, and let us apply those lessons in future, because there is a saying that past is history, future is mystery, present is gift. That is why it is called present. Let us enjoy the present. Though the quotes mentions about past and future, I would stick to the present. Let us enjoy the present, using the learning from the past and looking forward and renewing our pledge to go forward. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nagendra Bhardi. Timer, is there time? Should I go for one more topic or should I close?
Yes, table topic master, you have the time.
Okay. The next question, guest Sudarshan. Would you like to take this topic? Guest Sudarshan.
Yeah, hello, sir. Sudarshan here. I would like to give a try.
Yes. The topic for you, which scares you? Public speaking, cockroach, or New Year resolutions?
Okay. I would say that public speaking will be a little more difficult for me to do, because when it comes to public speaking, we need to actually we can not that good with English. We can take care of a cockroach or whatever the case. But when it comes to public speaking, we need to be on our right minds and have a word on each and every word we deliver. So yeah. So I would say that talking in public will be more of a challenge.
Okay. Thank you, Sudarshan, for the attempt.
Thank you.
So, apart from now, everyone is a role player. The timer. Now, any of the role player, would you like to take a topic?
I'll try.
Yeah, okay. Can you share your favorite sports or sports person?
Okay. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for this wonderful topic, because it's very, very closely associated with me. I'm a sports person myself, and for me, my favorite game is athletics. I do play athletics, and I would look upon PT Usha as my mentor. I look upon her as my mentor. She has been a wonderful personality. She's been a philanthropic person as well. So that inspires me. Not only it helps you to be a better person, but also it helps us to identify the mentor you want to look upon. You look upon a person, that person has to inspire you, right? And she inspires me a lot by the way she is able to achieve her goals. That inspires me. And I'm very passionate, determined, so that helps me to achieve the goals. Similarly, I look upon her as a human being. She is being a very, very empathetic person that also is one of the qualities that every individual should possess. And I would really appreciate the fact that she has been able to be the person that I was looking for. And I'm really thankful for everyone to give this opportunity, because this really helps us to bring the person whom we are in front of the world. So that is all I have to say at this time, and wishing everyone a great, great new year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jimmy. Now, this particular topic, I would like to ask Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, because this past 6 months, we saw many situations like place changes, a difficult situation, and despite everything, he was keep on organizing a very good meeting, supporting us, motivating us. So how to be a self-motivated person despite the challenges? Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master Palisamy. So how to be a self-motivated person? I think it's individual's choice. We don't know what it motivates. Each one has their own choice. We can't prescribe any medicine to anyone. They have to make their own choice. I remember one small story, imaginary story. Once a jet plane was asking the rocket, okay, how can you fly so high and so fast when I can't do? How do you achieve that? The rocket said, when someone fires at your back, you know how to do it. So it's how like the motivation comes from either from in the firefighting situations, you automatically get, because life and death situation automatically motivates you. And with respect to, that is what the personal life is all about. For me, in my childhood days, the basic living and earning is very important. That's why I chose my career. That's why I chose my education, career, and all those things. Some kind of problems or issues will motivate you by itself. So each one has their own set of issues and problems. So I can't prescribe anything. But when it comes to Toastmasters, I believe the self-motivation could be that your passion on learning public speaking and passion on learning through leadership skills as well. That could be the biggest self-motivation. I could say that we pay money for the Toastmasters Club. Let's make best use of the money, attend all the meetings, take at least one opportunity to speak in front of the audience so that we make best use of the money. We learn ourselves. So that is going to be the best motivation for each and everyone with respect to Toastmasters. And if everyone collectively does that, we'll have a quality meeting. So we're all motivated to do that together. And above all, Toastmaster, especially Chennai Toastmaster Club, we have people to motivate us around this club itself. So if you have take one step for to motivate yourself to be part of this meeting or any assignment, any roles within the XCOM also, there are rest of the members to support you as well, motivate you to do that as well. So the seed should come within you. I'm sorry, I couldn't give any medicine for one self-motivation. You need to pick yourself. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. Now I request distinguished Toastmaster Neena Jan ma'am to take us. This is a very specific. I just want ma'am to take, because everyone talks about take it easy, take it easy. I want to give ma'am a different topic. Take it seriously.
Thank you so much. Take it seriously. Take it easy is, work smart, don't work hard. These are all the things that people keep telling us. And I'm like, yes, but unless you really work hard, only then will things become easy. Everyone says, oh, look at those Wimbledon champions. Look at all these football champions, world champions. Look at the amount of practice that goes behind that. Look at the amount of time, physical effort, literally blood, sweat, and tears that are invested in that. People think Toastmasters is all about coming and delivering speeches just because your VPE has pushed you and said, please come and do a speech. I don't have anyone. I don't have role players. But the fact is, unless you invest in yourself, and this is, I always refer to Toastmasters as your personal IIM, investment in myself. So if you want to invest in yourself, you have to work at it. It's like Naveen said, if you decide you want to lose weight, you have to make sure you go to the gym and you keep that resolution in mind. You have to look at it every day, all the time. And every day is a time for renewal. It's not just a question of all of you as ExCom members made certain vows, made certain promises. All of us as Toastmasters, when we joined, made a promise that we will do our projects religiously and we will ask others, help others in their projects. Those are the resolutions that we need to keep. Those are the things we need to follow. And I always say there is only a ABCDE formula for success. Above and beyond the call of duty is what leads to excellence. So if you follow the ABCD principle, you will automatically work harder, you will automatically work smarter, you will automatically enjoy yourself, and you will automatically do well. So look back at what you haven't done well, look back at what you should do, stick to your resolutions. Excellence will have success as a byproduct. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, I'm concluding the table topic session. I'm handing over the stage to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Palaniswamy, for that wide array of table topics, which everyone could relate to, everyone had something to say. And that's really the test of a table topics master. Are guests comfortable with doing those speeches? Are they able to deliver something? It doesn't matter if it's there for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever. Can you speak under pressure and can you deliver? That's all we're looking at in Toastmasters. It's not a pass or fail exam. It just helps you improve your skills as an individual, as a whole, and that's all we're looking forward to. With that, we move on to the third part of our speeches and the evaluation. As I said, New Year is a time for renewal. It's a time for looking back. It's a time for looking forward. This is the time when we look at our speeches and see how well did we do. And at the end of the day, that's what we pay all that money for. How am I doing? I don't care what Palaniswamy did or Shruti did or whatever. How was my speech? That's all I want to know. And how can I improve? So therefore, we go back to our Madam General Evaluator, Madam Toastmaster Vaishnavi, to lead us through a very, very important evaluation section, the lifeblood of Toastmasters and champions. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Now let's begin the evaluation section, from which we can receive the feedback and also get the brief reports from the tag team. I would like to invite the speech evaluator, who is a person who would love to challenge herself, and she believes in passion and perseverance. She is an HR by profession. Sports and dance keeps her an active person. She is in Toastmasters for the last 2 years, and she contributed to the Toastmasters Club by taking various ExCom roles, including the current term as a president. Please join your hands and welcome evaluator Toastmaster Jamie. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, for this wonderful introduction. And once again, it is a great pleasure for me to be a part of this exciting session, the last session of this year. So to begin with the evaluation, Toastmaster Shruti, hearty congratulations to you for the wonderful delivery of your speech. You wanted to express yourself, what style, what communication style would be more impactful for you. And that's what you tried to help us understand with the delivery of your speech. You helped us understanding that with the experiences that was there, it helps us to, recognize the style which will help you to be a better, effective communicator. you shared about the different styles of communication and which is the style that you think, you believe you are currently possessing. And you also expressed your urge to change. And that renewal is, the renewal phase is what we are all wishing to look forward for, where you have identified what your style could be. Overall, this was a wonderful expression. You had all the elements which was required for you to deliver your speech. So thank you so much for that. Just, I would request you is that, like Madam Toastmaster Nina mentioned about IIM, I would also request you to please reflect, invest in yourself once again, and check whether which style actually fits into you. I would also request you to please, be more visible. We need to see your gestures, your hand gestures. That was not very, very clearly visible for us. Your eye contact with the guest is important. Maybe it would have been more effective if you could have probably given a little, mentioned a quote so that we would, get to know something more than what we were looking for, as you had directly jumped into the topic. I understand it's a serious topic, but probably that could help, maybe you could just try to use it in your future speeches. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. Very well done once again, Toastmaster Shruti. Wishing you the best ahead.
Thank you, Evaluator. Now let's welcome Timer of the Day to present his report. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Vaishnavi. And Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Palisamy, 1 minute 25 seconds. Presiding Officer Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, 2 minutes 5 seconds. And installation ceremony by our Area Director Toastmaster Abhilash, time taken 11 minutes 25 seconds. And again the Presiding Officer Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, 1 minute 25 seconds. And Toastmaster of the Day, Distinguished Toastmaster Nina Janman, 4 minutes 31 seconds. And for the general evaluation, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, 2 minutes 12 seconds. And for the tag team introduced presents their objectives, time taken 3 minutes. And for the Toastmaster of the Day team, Nina Janman, 1 minute 40 seconds. And the speaker, Toastmaster Shruti, 5 minutes 8 seconds. And again, our Toastmaster of the Day, Distinguished Toastmaster Nina Janman, 3 minutes 2 seconds. And for the table topics introduction, Toastmaster Palisamy, 1 minute 30 seconds. And table topic speakers, Toastmaster Srikanth Kutikrishnan, 2 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Renuka Parameswari, 1 minute 20 seconds. Guest Naveen Kumar, 1 minute 10 seconds. Toastmaster Anirudh, 1 minute 16 seconds. Toastmaster Abhilash, 2 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, 1 minute 30 seconds. Guest Sudarshan, 45 seconds. Toastmaster Jimmy, 1 minute 38 seconds. Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, 2 minute 1 seconds. And Distinguished Toastmaster Nina Jan, 2 minute 2 seconds. And for the general evaluator, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, 45 seconds. And evaluation, Toastmaster Jimmy, 2 minute 55 seconds. And over to you, Toastmaster Vaishnavi.
Thank you. Now let's invite the accountant of the day, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan, to present his report. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster, General Level Toastmaster Vaishnavi. I'm just going to share my screen here quickly. So here's the accountant report. I started observing from this prepared speakers part, and Toastmaster Shruti had 2 hours and 2 parts during her speech. And Toastmaster Palisamy as a table topic master had 3+ hours. Toastmaster Srikanth Kutikrishnan had 1 hour. Toastmaster Renuka Parameswari had 3+ hours so. And Toastmaster Anirudh had used 2 hours and 3+ well allowed. And Toastmaster and guest Sudarshan had 2 hours. Toastmaster Jamie Ramani had 3+. Myself had 2, and DD Minajan had 1. And Toastmaster Jimmy had 2 filler words, well. So I want to appreciate guests Navin Kumar, Toastmaster Abhilash, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati for being flawless in this A's and Ams. Thank you, and over to you, General Elected Toastmaster Vaishnavi.
Thank you. Let's invite Toastmaster Abhilash to present his grammarian report. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. And once again, a very warm good evening, fellow Toastmasters. As grammarian today, I'm certainly a happy man, for I have had the opportunity to observe several good usages. Let me start off with our prepared speaker, Toastmaster Shruti. For each of the communication styles, she had a beautiful phrase which she used to describe those styles in her own words, like strong-headed ones, two-faced people. So these were a couple of good usages. And apart from that, one nice phrase that I found from her was parental influence and a variety of life choices. And now let me move on to the table topics. Quite a lot of good usages for me today in table topics that I take home. Toastmaster Shrikant Kutikrishnan, every single day in life is a new beginning. That was a very lovely quote. Then our guest Naveen, put in the work and determination. And Toastmaster Renuga, fix the resolution and tread the right path, were a couple of good phrases I found in her speech. Toastmaster Anirudh, a call for pragmatism, set achievable resolutions. That was a lovely use. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, I found quite a lot of takeaways from his speech. Past is the stepping stone to success. And then the second one, past is history, future is mystery. That was a really lovely rhyming quote. Then renew our pledge to go forward. That was a very nice phrase, a very inspirational phrase. Then moving to Toastmaster Jemmy, passionate and determined was one beautiful phrase, and an empathetic person. That was a good usage of the word empathy. Then Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, I really love the way you used, we cannot prescribe a medicine to everyone. And then moving on to evaluations, Toastmaster Jimmy, I like the way you said, you evaluated, directly jumped into the topic. So that was a very nice phrase, directly jumped. Now, where could we improve? Again, many of us have this tendency, so our mind thinks faster than what our mouth wants to say. Please ensure that you complete your sentence before moving on to whatever you want to say. Don't leave sentences halfway through. This is something I'm going to emphasize very strongly, because let me tell you a couple of things that I found out. One person started off saying, yes, this resolution, and then no, not a resolution. Be clear, complete what you want to say, and then move on to the next one. And the second thing, a little technical, ensure that your subject and verb agree. For example, statistics. Statistics is a plural word. So statistics say. Statistics says is not correct. Statistics say. So ensure that you use your subject and verb at least a little good. And as far as the word of the day goes, only distinguished Toastmaster Nina John used it. I would have expected a little more people to use it. Kudos to DTM Nina John on using that. And back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. Now it's time for me to present my report. The entire meeting is properly organized and structured. Role players joined on time. The guests are properly welcomed and addressed. Especially the table topic session was interesting. It's aligned with the theme and equal chances given to both the guests and members. Most importantly, even the table topics master was keeping track of the time. Here are the few suggestions from my end. And I think the meeting started 7 minutes late, the installation ceremony. The agenda can be, the colors used in agenda can be Toastmasters brand complaint. And most of the members or guests turned on their videos, but if everyone could turn it on, it would be more interactive. Overall, it's an amazing meeting. There are lots of takeaways. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters.
so much, Madam Toastmaster Vaishnavi. I think we had a very interesting, that is a very interesting analysis of the meeting. And I think we have a lot of takeaways from you also, which is the joys of having members from other meetings, because we tend to be, so self-driven, and we tend to think that we are the best, but unless other people come and tell us that this is where you can improve, we will never improve. And to get back to our theme for today, looking back, looking forward, I think Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati's quote is the best for the occasion. The past is history, the future is a mystery. Today is the gift, it's called the present. So let's take advantage of the gift that we have, that is today. Make sure that we understand when we look back, what are the things we should continue and what are the things we should drop. So it's along with the theme of working harder, working smarter, it's not necessary to drop everything in our past. The past is the foundation that we will build, and the past is the foundation that will help us direct our efforts towards a better future, a better person. And with that, I will hand you over back to our presiding officer and wish each and every one of you a very happy new year, blessings, hope, and love for all. Over to you, President Naveen Kumar. Yes, now it's the time for Naveen Kumar to take over. So handing over to President Naveen Kumar, who will close the meeting. Over to you, sir.
Ma'am, Naveen takes over from tomorrow.
He takes over the last installation. Okay, anyway, fine. If Lakshmi wants to, go ahead.
So if you want me to take, I'll take over.
Okay, so you close, hand it over to Naveen, then he'll start the meeting for next year. He can adjourn.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Minajan ma'am. And thanks for being the TMOD for today with a wonderful message on looking back and looking forward. So it was a wonderful meeting today. And as I was looking at the topic, like looking back and looking forward, I was thinking, why do we need to look back? Because we need to learn from the mistakes what we did in the past and how to improve ourselves, and we can probably cut short what are the mistakes, cut short certain activities what we did in the last time, or unnecessary things, and we can do more productive the next year. So looking back is very important to carry forward a lesson. So that's what I believe we need to look back. At the same time, we have to look forward for a wonderful day, for upcoming day. As our Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati mentioned, that we have to live in the present. That's obvious. We are this time at 5:29 p.m. We are here at December 31. We have to live in the present, but still it's good to look back and look forward for a wonderful new year, which is going to come very soon. Because as a president of this club, I had a wonderful time throughout this term with the support of all the members over here. So I had a very, very, very happy memories out of it. And I'm sure I'm happy for what has happened so far, and even more excited for what is going to come in the new year. So with the new XCOM as well, and both in the personal life, and in the Toastmaster life, and in the professional life as well. I'm wishing you all a very happy new year and a very prosperous new year as well. So now it's time. Now it's time to just get feedbacks from the guests. So we have a few guests over here. Let me start with guest Naveen Kumar Agarwal. So guest Naveen Kumar, can you please turn on your mic and give your suggestions, feedbacks about this meeting? Naveen Kumar? Yeah.
Actually, I got a question on screen, so I was just trying to close that. So sorry for that. So I couldn't hear your question because I was trying to close the tag.
So I think this is your first meeting, Toastmasters meeting. I just want to know your suggestions, feedbacks about what you think about this meeting.
The meeting, it is a great way of learning, sir. The presentation, if you give, they are asked to give presentation, and then the table topic I found quite interesting. Impromptu, you have to give. So like how you asked my suggestion now, so it is my first time that I'm speaking like this. It's a good way of learning everything. So I found quite interesting. So I'm improving the confidence. If you see, confidence and the overall language will be improving this. So I found quite interesting. And overall, it was a good work, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely planning to continue with the Toastmasters.
Sure. I understand it's part of your resolution as well. So
yes,
please reach out to your VP membership, Toastmaster Palisamy, for any membership related details.
Yes, sir.
We will get in touch with you. Thank you so much. And we have okay, so the guest has gone. Yes, Sudarshan, would you like to give any suggestions, feedbacks?
Yeah, so as Mr. Naveen Kumar Agarwal said, I really enjoy this session. And the main thing I look forward is to join Toastmasters and improve my English throughout and hopefully become a good speaker one day. Yeah.
Sure. That will be part of the resolution. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
And just for your information, we meet every Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. Today is just an exception because tomorrow is a new year, so we didn't have we are not having the meetings today. But otherwise, we meet every Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. It will be a hybrid meeting.
Sure.
Physical location will be YWCA Egmore, and you can also connect through Zoom. But I suggest you to come physical meetings so that you will talk to.
Yeah, I do prefer coming in physical so that helps me out a little more.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now I want to get feedback from our Toastmaster, Jamie Romani. Thanks. First of all, thanks for coming to our meeting and taking an evaluator role.
Thank you so much. Once again, it's a great pleasure to be here, part of this meeting. In fact, I must say that it has been a fantabulous meeting, very seamlessly done. Right from the installation till the end, the meeting went off very well. What I observed is that we have really good speakers in this club. Everyone is quite experienced and they have a lot of things to share. This is a platform where you learn, you collaborate, and you also get an experience. So friends, all the guests who are there, I just have to share one thing is that please do not hesitate. Grab the opportunity that comes your way. That's all I would say. And this is a platform where you can make mistakes and no one is going to judge you for that. So trust me for that. I would really like to share this. This is really very important. And, Toastmaster, I'm very passionate about Toastmasters itself. So that's where I try and inspire others also to come forward and be a part of this very, very exciting forum where you are able to learn. That is very, very important. What is it that you are learning? You are learning so many new words today. In fact, today itself, you've learned so many new words, phrases, idioms, and so much more. This is helpful for us, not only in our professional life, but we become more confident even in our personal front as well. So I'm very inspired and I really wish forward to all of you happy Toastmastering and wishing you great life ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jamie Romani, for explaining in detail about Toastmasters. I could see the passion you have at Toastmasters. As you mentioned, we have very senior Toastmaster here as well. The best example is our founding member, DTM Nina Janam. She's been a member for more than 80 plus years. Hopefully, people in Toastmaster fraternity knows her very well. And that is one example I want to pick is because people ask me how long this course will go, how long I have to be Toastmasters. The best example I could show is DTM Nina ma'am. She's been as Toastmaster for 18 plus years. She still learns, she teaches us several things. So in Toastmasters, not just learning, it's also giving back, and she gives back a lot to all of us. So I could see the passion in you. Please do come for our meetings, and thanks for promoting Toastmasters Club. I don't want to mention Chennai Toastmasters. Thanks for promoting Toastmasters in Chennai. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, our Toastmaster, gender level Toastmaster Vaishnavi.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this meeting. I just forgot to mention earlier. I haven't noticed time or keeping track of time for the role players as well. That is something interesting and new that I observed in today's meeting. I enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much to Toastmaster Vaishnavi for being part of this meeting and taking up a role this time. Because I know it's going to be a New Year evening, so I didn't expect this much attendance as well. I thought people will be going for the New Year celebrations, but wonderfully, like people pitched it. We had to restrict people based on certain things, and so we had some restrictions with this, so not allowing people because we don't want to have spammers getting into this meeting. So we reduced number of people. So for if there is any genuine person who didn't get an opportunity to join this meeting, apologies for it, because for the benefit of a quality meeting, we didn't allow certain people. So that's one of the reasons for low attendance as well, and also for New Year Eve. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of this meeting at the year end. So thank you so much for making this a wonderful meeting. And now it's time to announce the results, but we had some technical issue in getting the poll results out of it. So we will be announcing the results through our WhatsApp group. So please
sorry to interrupt, Presiding Officer. Give me a minute. I will share the results to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So also give me a minute to wait for Navin's result. So since it's an online meeting, we'll be sending the online digital certificate to each and every winner of this meeting. So to begin with, the best role player today, the best role player among the Toastmaster of the day, table topic master, and gender level. Today, the best role player is our Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Nina Jan. Congratulations. And the best tag player among the timer, accounter, and grammarian today is our grammarian Toastmaster Abhilash. Congratulations, Toastmaster Abhilash. And the best table topic speaker, we had more than, I think, 10 plus table topic speakers today, including 2 guests as well. So the best table topic speaker today is once again, is Toastmaster Abhilash. Congratulations, Toastmaster Abhilash. And since we had only 1 speaker and 1 evaluator, sorry, you are assumed to be the best evaluator and the best speaker, so we are not giving a certificate. With that happy note, I formally adjourn the meeting next week, Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. And that will be presided over by our new ExCom President Toastmaster, Navin Raj. I formally adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much.